Good evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, bringing you the best in sci-fi from yesteryear and years gone by. So, that being said, every SciFridays is brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book collectible video game, magic, role-playing toy store located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pickle, Ohio 45356. Mick gives me crap on that one. He says you need like a better wording on the little commercial. I'm like, just what I do. So I was able to change it up this week. I know the last couple weeks been the same stuff, and I apologize. I always got to do something different. There's still some stuff in here because, like I said, I'm going to keep running Jason of Star Command because it's linear. It's boom 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 right into the next one. And given the fact that I don't want to show you an entire night of Jason of Star Command, I do 2 chapters a day. So you get 2 chapters every Friday. And I know this is on Saturday mornings. I know that. Same way with Arc 2. But it's sci-fi and it's falling into SciFridays. So, somebody asked me the other day, and there is Auto Man. Boom, look at that, Auto Man. Yeah, I dig Auto Man. No, he's not a guy who turns into a car. He has Cursor, his little buddy, who turns into a car, a helicopter, airplane, all that fun stuff. I loved it. This was a great show back in the day. I always thought it was cool. Got this a while back. Still love it to this day. I don't care. It's cheesy. Don't care. So, I had the horrible realization the other day. The 80s was 40 years ago. And if I jump 40 years from now, I'll be dead. Because I'll be 89 years old. I don't know if I'll be dead yet, but damn. That's a big chunk. But, I do this show because I do it for the love of the show. I do it for the love of the old sci-fi. I do it for the love of you guys. You guys are a blast. I love having you here every Friday night in the feed talking to me. It's so fun talking to you guys. And when I can. Sometimes I can't because the captain goes and does stuff on Friday nights. And, so, sometimes I can't be there in time. But I at least try to chime in. I've been at wrestling matches in Michigan, and I've still at least chimed in during the feed. So, I'll at least try to come in and say hi at least a few times. I've been on the interstate going to a convention, and I'll still pop in and say hi. So, all right, guys, here we go. We're going back to Jason of Star Command. We're doing chapters 11 and 12 today, and that is The Haunted Planet and Escape from Kesh. So, I really like, I don't know what it is, man. I just dig both the ships. Man, I think they're cool. And also the fact that you send them, they got like captain seat to swing around. They got the little bar thing that swings down. Not as cool as the Arc Roamer, though, man. I love that little Jeep thing. I got to get one of those. So here you guys go. This is Jason the Star Command, chapters 11 and 12. Enjoy.
In the stars. This is the world of Jason of Star Command. A space-age soldier of fortune determined to stop the most sinister force in the universe. Dragos, master of the cosmos. Aiding Jason in his battle against evil is a talented team of experts, all working together in a secret section of Space Academy. Jason of Star Command. In our last episode, Jason, Nicole, and Parsifal were on their way to rescue people from Dragos. Then, suddenly, there was an explosion aboard their Starfire. And now, Chapter 11, The Haunted Planet.
Our radioactive detector must have failed. Hang on.
Jason, the atomic core. It's overheating.
How much time before it becomes critical?
40 seconds at the most.
We better land this thing, and fast.
Check. Oh, there's a planet. Oh, but the surface looks too jagged for any kind of landing.
It's our only choice.
Shut off the beam. I want them alive.
How much time do we have, Professor?
25 seconds.
Hang on, folks. This is it. Professor, get the hatch. Let's get out of here fast.
Come on!
Let's go, behind the rocks, quick! Well, so much for our transportation. Do you have any idea what planet this is?
Oh, I have no idea, but it certainly isn't the warmest planet to be stranded on.
I'd wager we're the first persons to set foot here in a millennium.
I wouldn't wager too much on that, Professor.
Don't move! Anyone! This is Kesh, planet of Queen Vanessa. You are all her prisoners.
Prisoners? Look, we're strangers to your planet. We had to land here because our ship was about to explode.
Exactly, just as Queen Vanessa planned it.
You mean she caused our detector to fail?
Enough talk. You will all follow me.
Look, friend.
I am not your friend. My name is Borg. This is my friend.
Perhaps discretion is the better part of valor, Jason. For the moment.
You're absolutely right, Professor. We should do exactly as our friend says. After all, we don't want to mess with that creature. Nicole, you better hold my hand. The ground on this planet's very slippery.
Jason, I'll be okay.
But you can't be too certain. Your feet might slip out from under you.
Yeah, your feet.
Then where would we be?
Of course, I understand. But I think I could manage by myself.
Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, Jason!
Are you hurt?
No.
Let me check you.
Be quick about it. Queen Vanessa is waiting.
All right, friend, all right. We'll just take a minute. We've got to get the box away from Bork. It's linked to the collar around the beast's neck. That's how he controls him.
Got it.
All right, Professor, we'd better carry Nicole.
No, it will take too long.
Come look for yourself, friend.
You, move back, now.
Don't worry, Jason. I'll handle things.
want to get that collar off your neck.
An energy creature.
All right. We'll see your queen now, but on our terms.
Here we are.
Where's this Queen Vanessa of yours?
I am here. Welcome to Kesh, Jason.
You know me.
I have heard stories about Jason of Star Command. I am impressed.
So impressed you wanted to see if the stories were true by causing our ship's detectors to fail, huh?
I knew you would find a way to save yourself. And your friends?
I don't understand.
I'm surprised. Professor Parsafoot, from what I'm told, there isn't anything the inventive genius of Star Command doesn't understand or can't figure out.
Look, queen of whoever you are. I want to know what's going on.
Ah, Captain Nicole Davidoff. I was wondering when Star Command's fiery computer expert would speak out. You're not quite what I expected.
Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. Now, why don't you just tell us what is going on here?
Now, Nicole, I'm sure that Vanessa, or Queen Vanessa, was just about to do that. Right, Your Highness?
All right, Jason. I won't toy with you any longer. There are forces in the galaxy who will pay well for your services.
You mean one force, don't you? Dragos.
We have an arrangement.
Well, I'm sorry, Your Highness. We too have an arrangement with Star Command.
And that's for certain.
For very certain.
What a pity. As long as you feel that way, none of you will be allowed to leave this planet. Sweet dreams, my prince.
Chapter 12, Escape from Kesh. What evil scheme does Queen Vanessa have in mind for Jason, Nicole, and Parsifoot? Don't miss the next exciting chapter when our friends plan a daring escape. This is the world of Jason of Star Command. A space-age soldier of fortune determined to stop the most sinister force in the universe. Dragos, master of the cosmos. Aiding Jason in his battle against evil is a talented team of experts, all working together in a secret section of Space Academy. Jason of Star Command. Chapter 12, Escape from Kesh.
Sorry we had to put you to sleep for a few moments, but it was necessary to avoid any embarrassing displays of temper. My apologies for your simple accommodations, but then it makes housekeeping easy, doesn't it? Now, if you'll excuse me, I must inform Dragos that you are my prisoner.
Wait. How long do you expect to keep us here?
Until Dragos decides what to do with you.
You can't keep us here.
You think not? You stay there for a while or you'll be hotter than you think.
Hotter than we think. What does she mean by that?
Don't touch that.
That's what she meant.
Keep the robot plugged into the computer. I want to search its memory banks for every possible piece of information about Star Command. This is Dragos. Come in, Queen Vanessa of Kesh.
Yes, Master. This is Vanessa. I read you loud and clear.
Have you captured Jason?
Yes, Master, as you commanded. How shall I dispose of him and his friends?
Let them stew for a while, then bring them to me. I want to give Jason time to think what I can do to his precious Star Command while he languishes in my prison.
Yes, Master, as you command.
If only the ship hadn't blown up.
I'm afraid it doesn't make much difference, Nicole. Our energy amplifier is dead as the proverbial doornail. Without a charge, our ship wouldn't lift out of a snowbank.
Hold it, Professor. If the energy amplifier was charged and you reverse polarity, what would happen?
Well, I suppose it would function in reverse, perhaps reduce instead of amplify.
Let me have it.
But why?
Quickly. Look, stand back.
Jason, watch it.
How's that, Professor?
Fully charged. Excellent.
All right, now reverse polarity.
Okay, what do you want reduced?
Me.
What?
This is crazy.
Not if it works. Stand back.
Yeah, Jason, there's...
Stand back, Professor.
Well,
Stand back.
Look! He can't move the switch. Jason, Vanessa's coming, quick.
Come on, Jason.
Hurry!
It's time to move them, Bork.
I was beginning to think I wouldn't make it.
You really had me worried.
Good work, Jason.
Professor,
Come, Bork. The ship is ready.
the corridor over here. Let's go.
It leads outside. It's freezing.
They're gone! The corridor!
No, Bork, don't follow. It's much too cold on the surface. And there's only one place they can go.
Jason, look! It's a starfire. But how could it be?
One that Vanessa captured, I'm sure. Let's take it back. Come on.
We have full power.
All systems go.
Hang on.
We did it. We really did it.
Nicole, set a course for the Dragon ship. We're going to get Peepo.
With pleasure.
I think it's time our friend Dragos had a little surprise.
A surprise for Dragos? Oh, no, Jason. You're the one who's in for a surprise. The next time you steal a ship, I suggest you make sure the owner is not on board. Enjoy your nap. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Where are you taking us?
Why, to where you want to go. To see Dragos, of course.
Today's Duracell battery. It lasts up to 30% longer than the ones we made just 2 years ago. Duracell. No battery lasts longer.
On the one hand, U.S. Sprint's long-distance digital fiber optic network is so quiet you can actually hear a pin drop. On the other hand, it's so efficient you'll get the best overall savings, which is pretty miraculous. Call U.S. Sprint and find out how you can get the best for less.
Hey, I hope you guys still love Jason Star Command, because we don't have a whole lot of episodes. I'm going to run this sucker out. So, we're going to keep trucking, keep going down the road, and we're going to do the other one, because we're almost done with this one. And this is Hard Times on Planet Earth. We're on episode 11. This is episode 11 of 13. So, and I know it's goofy, because, yeah, he does throw something into every episode. Yeah, they got to do that. They do the certain things every time, but, you know, you got to go with what works. I mean, they did the same thing with the Hulk TV show back in the day, the old Spider-Man show. You go with what you can do. And that's what they could do back in the day. And I think it's funny. I really think we need a reboot. I know no one cares because no one remembers this. But have Martin Cove come back and be Jesse still stuck on planet Earth at like 72 years old. That's all I'm saying. So this is Hard Times on Planet Earth. And this is Hard Times on Planet Earth, episode 11. Enjoy.
Contact home.
Here's the one chance I have to clear my name.
You seem very interested in my program.
He said he would be able to contact other planets.
I'm close, Jesse.
This technology should not exist in this time and place.
Are you saying you created that chip?
It could lead to disaster.
Good. Freeze!
I want to go home.
The penalty for rebellion against the Council is termination. But because of your heroic services as a warrior, you are exiled to the primitive planet Earth, there to dwell in human form until you learn to restrain your hostility. This control unit will monitor you.
Hostility? Not good.
The sentence is passed.
Here's some news the Noid won't like. New Domino's Pan Pizza.
most important moment on Earth, and he's going to miss it. Hurry. It's the appointed time.
There's trouble. The humans know about me.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Control. We're going home.
You will have no further use for this primitive human body.
For all its weaknesses, it served me well.
Soon you will rejoice in the power of your true form.
Why has my exile been terminated?
There is new evidence to prove your innocence. Though you were rebellious against the Council, it was not you who ordered the assassination of the Grand Elder. The guilty party has been revealed.
Who would do this?
One you knew well and trusted. Your Vice Commander.
My Vice Commander. It was my Vice Commander.
Real weirdo.
Your Vice Commander? Are you sure?
Yes. And now you must contact the Council. This will prove my innocence. I could go home. We could go home.
But I have no way to contact the Council. I merely record your progress here in my databanks to be retrieved later.
Oh, there must be a way.
Where did you get this information?
It was transmitted to me by what the humans call a dream.
A dream? You learned this in a dream? Dreams mean nothing. Only creatures as foolish as humans would attach meaning to such chemical reactions.
Control. Control, listen.
This device is simple, but it looks like fun.
But if dreams do have meaning, this could have been a message, a sign.
You are suffering from a thing called homesickness. Put these foolish dreams out of your head.
Then I will investigate these dreams by myself.
I'll take that one.
I am interested in dreams.
I had this really bizarre one last night. I dreamed I was on the beach with every man I've ever gone out with. And this gigantic tidal wave was suddenly bearing down on us. They all ran, but I couldn't move. My feet were stuck in the sand, and the wave was getting close.
I am interested in my dreams.
Oh, you want dream interpretation? Oh, would that be young, Freud?
Old Freud. Whoever.
Oh, no, really. I mean, do you want science or Shirley MacLaine?
I want to know if dreams tell us the truth.
Oh, you're into precognition. That's our New Age section right over here. I really think you're going to find exactly what you want. There are so many good books. It's my favorite. Sure, a lot of people think dreams can tell the future.
And the past?
Oh, sure. New Age is a two-way street. Excuse me while I get that. Real neat stuff, huh?
Real neat stuff.
This is a really big seller around here.
I will buy it.
Good. You know, the guy who wrote it, Dr. Jordan, is a professor right over at the university.
Where is this university?
Jerry, come
on, Jerry. Do I have to wear this thing all day?
Yeah. And now, just because you asked, I want you down on all fours.
Oh, no.
Look, you want to be a Cygam? Then down, boy. Down. That's it. Good dog. Good dog. Heel.
Must be Cygam Hill Week.
Come on.
Excuse me. Where will I find this man?
Or Dr. Jordan? He lectures once or twice a week at Craig Hall. Yeah, he should be there today.
Thank you. May I ask why this human behaves like a dog?
What makes you think he's a human?
He is not?
No. This is the lowest form of life known on Earth. He's a pledge. Bark for the man. That's it. Good dog. Good dog. Heel.
So, most scientists hunting for life in our solar system have generally looked to Mars as the most likely candidate. But I say, the hell with that. It's a waste of time. In '76, the Viking lander was unable to find any forms of life there. You know, kind of like our faculty lounge. I'll tell you a little secret that I only shared with Johnny Carson and a few million other close personal friends on The Tonight Show last week. If you want to find life in the universe, let's go to Titan, the largest moon of Saturn. If we could penetrate the cloud layer, we would find oceans of methane and nitrogen, a veritable breeding ground for, well, breeding. Any questions so far? Yes, the Ike jacket there in the back.
There is no life on Titan.
Oh, really? Did you discover this fact on your last visit there?
No, I have not been there myself.
Oh.
However, if I was looking for forms of life in this solar system, I would choose the second moon of the planet that you call Jupiter.
Europa? It's nothing but ice.
It would seem so. But 15 miles beneath this ice, there's an ocean that sustains many forms of life. That could sustain many forms of life.
Ike jacket, see me after the lecture, okay? Now, where was I? On Titan? And, if Ike jacket is right, I was there alone.
So what you call rapid variations in visible light from the Crab Nebula might not be sent by life forms at all. Such light may come from matter falling into a black hole or a young neutron star. But here on page 89, what you say is incorrect.
I never said it was fact, only theory.
For me, there's only fact.
Where'd you learn so much, Jesse? PhD?
I watch much television.
Okay. What were you doing at my lecture today?
I'm interested in contacting alien life. Most scientists wait to hear messages from outer space. But you say on page 122 that you have found a way to send messages. Dr. Jordan, fact or theory?
You seem very interested in my program, Jesse. How'd you like a chance to work on it?
Tranquil surroundings, educational atmosphere, studious pursuits. Why are you here?
If I am to learn about this culture, what better place than an institute of higher learning? Here they seek the truth.
So do I, but I haven't heard it yet.
Control, why don't you trust me?
I am not programmed for trust.
I have a job with one of their teachers. I will learn a lot from him.
That sounds harmless enough. Perhaps this is a good place for you to stay out of trouble. I will investigate this institution.
And so will I.
Who are you?
I am Jesse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Carrie Robbins. Dr. Jordan said you'd be coming by. I just didn't expect you to be so, early.
I am excited to be here.
Yes, I know the feeling. When I first came here as his research assistant, I was walking on air.
But your feet are on the ground now.
That's right. Dr. Jordan does not allow any hero worship around here. We're all pretty equal.
In his book, he said he would be able to contact other planets. Is that true?
Jesse, we're going to be part of the most exciting experiment in modern history. This equipment has the capability to send signals to other planets in a way that we have never been able to do before.
Will there be an opportunity for all of us to work with this equipment?
Sure, but I don't think you're going to get the hang of it overnight.
Now, Red Lobster's new 5-star shrimp sampler. 5 kinds of shrimp on one plate, just $8.95.
To my beautiful wife.
It's nice to know he still loves the way you look.
Wheelchair patients get that freewheeling feeling with a little help from Dorothy McDonough.
When we go out on an outing, I do all that I can to see that my companion has a good time, but I end up having a wonderful time.
Dorothy's time with the Freewheelers program helps others get out where the action is.
It's nice to know somebody cares.
Children's Hospital, Giant Eagle, and KDKA-TV salute those who take time to care.
Booze, pills, grass, cracks, smack, speed, uppers, downers, reds, black beauties, ambulances, hospitals, DTs, sweats, coffins, tombstones.
Ah, here is the highest structure in this Institute of Higher Learning. It must be the Ivory Tower I've heard so much about. Excuse me, but perhaps you can tell me how the education process is accomplished. A friendly group, but very loud.
So, Jesse, I hear you're a real gearhead.
Gearhead?
You know, somebody who's very good with computers. Where'd you train?
Oh, many places.
Have you ever been to Silicon Valley?
Silicon, a tetravalent non-metallic element that occurs combined as the most abundant element next to oxygen in the Earth's crust. No, I've never been there.
All right, I get the message. No more questions.
This is how you will send the messages? Yeah. Here's how it works. I use elements that are rare in our solar system, but commonly found in other star systems. Like collyrium. Like what? Never mind. Please go on. Well, I get these elements from meteorites. Then, when I bombard them with high-energy particles, each one of them gives off its now unique radiant energy, kind of like a fingerprint. Oh, so you send these fingerprints to the planets which have the same elements, and they recognize them? Yes. They know that the messages come from an intelligent source. But you will have one problem. The messages you send can only travel with the speed of light. Many stars are too far away.
That's exactly right. And the solution to that little problem is what's going to bring me the Nobel Prize. I'm close, Jesse. I'm very close.
Hello, Carrie.
Jesse, that data's rolling by pretty fast. You know you can slow the scrolling down by hitting this.
I know.
Okay, I'm impressed, but come on, you can't possibly comprehend all that information at that speed.
In some places, survival depends on rapid comprehension.
And when do they break for lunch in those places?
You seem so young to have such skills in science.
Well, I grew up in Houston, just throwing distance away from NASA. It made me dream one day I could touch the stars.
Yes, I also dream of touching the stars.
Well, thanks to Dr. Jordan's work, we may be able to do that.
I have read his book, and I have studied the research. I think most of the work is yours.
Well, I amassed the basic information, but he took the raw data and turned it into a brilliant concept.
Could you not form your own concept?
Well, no, I'm not ready, but I still believe there's a lot to learn from Cyrus.
I think he's learning more from you.
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
You've got to be kidding.
Oh, pledge. Back here. Now.
Ah, here is what many students consider the most important part of their education, the fraternity. It is a family of equal brothers.
Here's what I want you to do. Put your helmet on your head. It's like this. Hello? All right, put this here for me. Put your weapon out front. I want you to stand guard here all night. Shall we? Later on, Zip.
Jerry, you're so funny.
Correction, humiliation, cruelty, ridicule, negative outcome, not good.
Boy, does he look stupid.
Yeah, that's his job.
Jerry, you're so mean to him. I love it.
What can I say?
Jerry, let's go.
It won't start.
Don't put the top down. It'll mess my hair.
I didn't do that.
Jerry, what is wrong with your car?
I don't know. It just won't start. Look, I can't. The door handle. Open the door.
Jerry!
Unlock the door. Use the handle. Get out. Look, Lisa. Lisa, come on. Your dress will be fine. It's okay. Lisa, come on. I don't know what happened.
God. I'm never gonna go to a dance again. Oh, my
Lisa,
hair!
come on back. We'll take a cab.
Sucks.
Your dress, my car sucked.
Cyrus, you know as well as I do. I've got a board of regents to answer to.
Well, I'm shocked, Elliot. Do you realize that the chancellor of this great university just ended his sentence with a preposition?
Very funny. But you know, that's part of your problem. Some people around here think you're using too much charm and not enough science.
Well, nobody complained when I brought in more than $5 million in grant money last year.
Yes, that was a lot of money. And that's why some of your colleagues are asking a lot of questions.
Professional jealousy. Let them get on the talk show circuit and hustle their books. I'll let them write some books.
Cyrus, this alien communication project of yours has created somewhat of a carnival atmosphere. And if you don't bring in results pretty soon, the whole department's going to look pretty foolish.
Fine. I'll just tell the government that we're relocating the program to Stanford.
The government?
If they find it result-oriented enough to assign a security detail, although maybe that's just a way of keeping an eye on the carnival.
Jordan, you are a master manipulator. I wouldn't want to be the first alien to cross your path.
Working late shows admirable ambition.
Yes, I'm completing an assignment.
Alone, in the dark, after working hours? I will examine.
Control, don't.
This is a program designed to communicate with alien life. You are planning to contact home.
It is the one chance I have to clear my name and leave this planet.
Not much of a chance. This primitive program can never work.
With my knowledge, it can.
This is against all rules. You'll get us both terminated.
I know my dream is a message of truth. It is my responsibility as a warrior to inform the council and bring justice.
Control. I want to go home.
And you think I don't? Your data is unsupported. Dreams are not facts. You speak to me of a rendezvous in a wooded glade, humans in dark uniforms pursuing you, and...
Freeze! Get up slowly with your hands up.
Introducing a new sunscreen lotion. A sunscreen and moisturizer combined.
Our time on planet Earth will continue.
About every...
This is the time of year for a fresh fruit salad, so enjoy. Because this week at Shop and Save, cantaloupes are just 67 cents each. Quench your thirst with Coca-Cola, $2.99 for a 12-pack of cans. Listen, coffee lovers, for $5.79, you can get a 39-ounce can of Maxwell House coffee. And everyone's favorite, Breyer's ice cream, only $3.29 a half gallon.
Shop for the difference at Shop and Save.
The Surgeon General crusades against drinking, the story tonight on the Update Report.
No ID at all. Not even a driver's license.
I do not own a vehicle.
All right, Jesse. Is that your first name or your last name?
My only name.
I suppose an address is out of the question. Listen, Jesse, it's really hard for me to believe that a guy with your background or lack of it really works at a place like this.
But he does. Hello, Jesse. Dr. Jordan.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist on a security check on this individual.
Come on, Coldstream. It's okay. We don't need to roll out the red tape here. He works for me. He's okay.
All right, Doctor, it's your call.
I'm sorry I caused you unrest in the night.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's just that they get a little quick on the trigger when they find people working here, especially late at night, without permission.
I was told we are all equal here.
So we are. Listen, here's a key. You work your own hours. I don't want my people punching the clock.
No, time would stand still.
So, what are you working on?
Just gathering additional data.
Well, gather ye data while ye may. Good night, Jesse.
Thank you.
Duck, Jesse. I want you to keep track of the schedule for me. I want to know exactly when he's working.
Yes, sir.
You nearly got me killed last night.
I was merely creating a diversion.
You were merely escaping. What do you think of my dream now?
You have become obsessed with this insanity.
I now know I can make contact with home.
Not with these simple human machines.
True. But with one simple change, with what they call microchips, I can accelerate their technology beyond the speed of light.
No! You must not interfere with Earth technology. You will make them too advanced for their time. Humans are not ready for interstellar contact. Their scenario for dealing with aliens is well documented. Observe.
We have come to visit you in peace and with goodwill.
Some of the creatures we know would not react well to this treatment. Retaliation, destruction, Earth gone. Negative outcome, not good.
Humans will never know. I will send a message and then destroy the device.
No, this technology should not exist in this time and place. It could lead to disaster.
Without it, it will lead to disaster for me.
This is Starwatch. He just left the lab.
Sorry to disturb you so late, but you said you wanted to know.
No, thanks, Gulfstream. You did the right thing. I can take it from here. Good night.
Right.
Now, Ike Jacket, let's see what you're up to. Designing a chip. And what a chip. But who on earth could make it?
Hi, Jesse. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yes, one could say that.
I like to come up here. Sometimes you get lost in a computer screen. But this makes me feel close to the dream.
Yes, I know. Dreams can be very promising.
Think of it, Jesse. Human beings in touch with intelligent life forms from other planets. I mean, if an alien was here right now, what would I say to him?
Hello. That would be a good beginning.
Yeah, but I don't have to worry about that right now. When the time comes, Cyrus will know what to say.
What if that time never comes?
What are you talking about?
Well, what if the project fails? What becomes of you?
Well, if that should happen, I would stay with Cyrus naturally. He'd need all my support.
Perhaps there comes a time when you should think of yourself.
I believe in this man, Jesse. I mean, he took a kid with no ambition, no self-confidence, and turned her into a first-rate student and a damn good scientist. I believe in this man because he believed in me.
It's good to be loyal. But sometimes loyalty blinds the truth.
Thank you, Jesse. That will do very nicely. Dr. Jordan, what
What I have made here could be very dangerous. A lot more dangerous if you don't move away from it. Please. This is beyond your understanding.
I'll have to be the judge of that. Right now, it's my property.
Let's check the next floor.
Wait, there he is up there.
Oh, cheese lovers, this is it! Burger King unveils the new cheese.
Faith Daniels, for kids' sake.
The biggest incentive for me to learn and to study hard in college were the 2 summers I spent working in a glass factory in Washington. I had people in the factory during those long days come up to me and say, "Let this be a lesson to you. You study hard. I didn't, and look where I am, 30 years here." And gosh, that lit a fire under me to work hard.
A message from Children's Hospital and Giant Eagle.
Fine.
You will have no further use for this primitive human body.
For all its weaknesses, it served me well.
Soon you will rejoice in the power of your true form.
Okay, people, let's close. This guy might actually make it.
Get him down to recovery.
Oh, no, sir. Wow, we didn't expect you to wake up so soon.
This chest is on fire.
You're gonna be fine.
I am in a hospital.
Yes, it's the best place to be when you're gonna have a bullet removed.
How long will this body be damaged?
It'll take a little while, but you look like a fast healer. And now that we know you're gonna live, let's get to the really important thing. Do you have insurance?
What is insurance?
Oh, you're gonna wish you were dead. Name?
Jesse, no second name.
Age?
What would you say?
Oh, hey, 35.
Yes. Good, 35.
Good. Sex?
If you wish.
Male. Very male. Family to notify?
Much too far away. This is pain.
Just relax. We'll finish this when you're feeling better. Meanwhile, let's try this. Okay, open. Open. I'll be right back.
The food here is terrible.
He's ready.
Trust me, guys. He's still out of his head from surgery. He's not going anywhere.
Hey!
Who is it?
Jesse, I need help. Please.
I shouldn't be doing this.
We must talk.
Everyone's looking for you.
I have done nothing wrong.
Sorry says you came into the lab like a madman and started tearing it up. Why would you want to sabotage his work?
I did not destroy. I created.
Yeah, you created a mess.
If you do not choose to listen, tell them I'm here. I will not run.
Okay, let's hear it.
Dr. Jordan has taken something from me. Something that I must have back.
The chip? Are you saying you created that chip?
He has stolen from me the same way he has stolen work from you.
Do you mean the demonstration tomorrow is based upon all of your technology?
Demonstration?
Yes, for the government.
Carrie, you know he could not transmit faster than the speed of light. But now with the reconstructed chip, he can.
All right, then you'll straighten everything out and you'll get full credit for it.
The chip must not be used.
I don't understand. Why must the chip not be used? Because it's not ready?
Because it is not right.
No, Dr. Jordan. There's been no sign of trouble.
All right, just keep your eyes open. It's almost time.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your attention, please. I dare say we are about to become a part of history. In less than 5 minutes, we'll be sending out a little hello to our neighbors in space.
Amazing.
Better check the perimeter one more time.
Yes, sir.
Up there!
Dr. Jordan, what's happened?
I don't know. Pardon me. What is it? Well, couldn't you stop him? No. Just get back here. There's no telling what he might do. It seems that our colleague fouled up the transmission. You better get the chip and put it in the safe. I'll see what I can do to get the egg off my face. Folks, that was the dish site. They have found the source of the glitch. However, it won't be fixed until the morning. So in the meantime, drinks and dinner on me.
Well, what kept you? I returned for what is mine.
It's not yours anymore. It belongs to mankind.
It belongs to me because man is not kind.
Jesse.
Be my partner. We could win the Nobel Prize. Carrie, tell him what we could have.
What we could have. It should be what we could give.
It's an interesting theory. But the fact is, I have the chip.
No, Cyrus, you don't.
What are you doing?
You can say that I'm dissolving an unequal partnership.
You're gonna use it for yourself, aren't you?
One cannot place himself above the good of many.
Jesse! Jesse, wait! Would it really have worked? I'm not giving up.
Good. We cannot find the truth by giving up.
I'm gonna keep going until I finally communicate with a being from another planet.
Maybe you already have.
I detect that you are troubled.
It is nothing I wish to share with you.
There is no one else. You regret destroying the chip.
It could have proved my innocence.
But you had no proof. Only dreams.
One thing I have learned from humans. Some dreams are real. And perhaps one day mine will come true.
There's a place I know in Ireland, on the south coast, where somehow the world seems to spin a little slower, and people seem to be a little happier. Before you leave, you want to bring them all back home with you. Since you can't, you do the next best thing.
Every day, someone new switches to Fujifilm. Fuji, a new way of seeing things.
Everyone has questions about home buying, and during American Home Buyer Days, the Century 21 system can help you get the answers. There'll be seminars, open houses, and this free home buyer's guide.
Don't miss American Homebuyer Days, June 3rd through the 11th.
Now you don't have to be from the country to enjoy great country eating. McDonald's introduces the new country-style McChicken sandwich. All white breast meat in a crisp country coating, so you don't have to be from Tuscaloosa, Opelika, or Apalachicola to appreciate our special country seasonings. You don't need to drive a pickup truck to pick up on that great country taste, and you don't need a fork to eat it. New country-style McChicken, only at McDonald's.
What's that?
Nothing, honey.
I asked a simple question. Norman, are you eating something?
It's nothing, honey.
He lies like a dog.
Kellogg's Nut and Honey Crunch. Crisp golden flakes glazed with sweet honey and real roasted peanuts.
Irene, what's that you're playing?
Nothing, honey. Two can play this little game.
Kellogg's Nut and Honey Crunch.
Next on Hard Time on Planet Earth.
Promise me a qualified sub to fill in this week. I need help now.
I was told to give you a pop quiz. How do I pop your quiz? He is different, that boy.
A classic overachiever.
I was a great leader once.
It's good to have a friend from home here.
I'm going to rule this pitiful world.
I will tell them the truth.
Do not interfere.
Vinny goes undercover in the garment world, where the mob has a father-son business hanging by a thread. Jerry Lewis guest stars on Wise Guy later tonight. But first, when an ex-girlfriend comes between Jake and the fat man, it could be a deadly triangle. Next.
Okay. You know, we had this discussion the other day. We always have these discussions at the shop. Like, could you cut through Captain America's shield with a lightsaber? Could you cut a lightsaber with Wolverine's claws? Or would Wolverine's claws cut the lightsaber? Because everybody loves doing the who would win in a fight, the Enterprise or the Millennium Falcon. That's not fair. That's like saying, well, who would win in a fight? A tugboat or a destroyer? It's not the same. So, because essentially the Millennium Falcon's a hopped up freaking semi-truck with a big engine in it. And it's not going to work. So what we came to is who would win a fight? The Enterprise or a Star Destroyer? And everybody does, oh, you know, they got photons and they've got this and they that. Here's the thing. Star Wars doesn't have the shields like it, but they have deflector shields. So would you bounce off? Little thought there. And then you really want to get into a fight. Who'd win a fight? The Enterprise, the Galactica, or a Star Destroyer? Because, you know, all of them would be destroyed by Vader's ship, the Executor. So, that's all I'm saying. Even though Executor got taken out by an A-Wing. Just saying. So, here we go, guys. We're going back to a show that I have not aired in some time. We're going back to Captain Power. I'm not going to lie, the only reason I even thought about this is because I forgot I haven't aired it in a while. But I'm watching the thing on J. Michael Straczynski, and I'm like, oh, crap. I need to bring people more Captain Power. And knowing full well that he took his money that he made from Captain Power, and that's why we got Babylon 5. He had to parlay that money into something. But this is Captain Power in the Soldiers of the Future. This is episode 17, and this is Eden Road. Enjoy.
Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Earth 2147. The legacy of the Metal Wars, when man fought machine and machines won. Biodreads, monstrous creations that hunt down human survivors and digitize them. Volcania, center of the Biodread Empire.
stronghold and fortress of Lord Dread, feared ruler of this new order. But from the fires of the Metal Wars arose a new breed of warrior, born and trained to bring down Lord Dread and his Bio-Dread empire. They were soldiers of the future, mankind's last hope. Their leader, Captain Jonathan Power, master of the incredible power suits which transform each soldier into a one-man attack force. Major Matthew Hawk Masterson, fighter in the sky. Lieutenant Michael Tank Ellis, ground assault unit. Sergeant Robert Scout Baker, espionage and communication. And Corporal Jennifer, pilot chase, tactical systems expert. Together they form the most powerful fighting force in Earth's history. Their creed, to protect all life. Their promise, to end Lord Dread's rule. Their name, Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
Almost there. Captain's waiting for you. As soon as we get inside, you can remove your blindfold. You gotta understand, we don't usually allow visitors, even if they are heads of the Resistance.
Ah, no problem. Just as long as I can see his face when I tell him what this is all about.
All right, you can take off the blindfold.
Welcome to Power Base, Cipher.
Nice. I can see why you keep the location of this place secret. If Dredd ever got his hands on all this stuff.
The nickel tour comes later. You said you had something vital to discuss. Something that was so important you couldn't even trust the security at your own base. And now that you're here, what do you say we cut to the chase?
Eden 2. You've heard of it?
We've all heard of Eden, too. It's a legend, a myth.
The world's a pretty sad place to live in, so people are looking for something better. Poof. Eden 2.
If there were such a place, Dwight would have found it by now and flattened it.
It's real, all right. Real as you.
All right, let's say it is real. What's it got to do with us?
For the past 6 months, there's been an underground railroad in existence. We've been using it to get people out of here and into Eden 2. Now, they agreed to the arrangement, but only if we acted in total secrecy. We couldn't even tell you, Captain.
Go on.
The escape route to Eden 2 is broken down into 5 segments. Each segment has one person in charge. No one knows the full route, in case someone's captured. Segment 3, right in the center, was shut down last week. Permanently. Dread forces attacked. I don't think they even knew what it was. Only that it was a resistance operation. But with that part of the route shut down, we have to set up a new one. We got word to Eden 2. Set up a rendezvous with one of their couriers. We need you to meet him.
Now, wait a minute.
They insisted on you, Captain. You're known to them. They won't trust anyone else. Besides, they've picked a place no one would suspect. A place nobody but you and your team could enter and survive.
Have you ever seen this contact from Eden 2?
No. We deal through a special comlink.
Have you ever been to Eden 2?
If I had, I wouldn't be here. I mean, no one comes back from Eden 2. No one wants to. They said you might not believe me. So they gave me this. Said I should give it to you.
Hawk, what is it?
War dog insignia. Must have come from one of I's units.
We're looking for Eden 2.
Eden 2's a myth.
We have a connection. Besides, it's the only place we've got left to go.
What about the Resistance? We need people of your experience if we're going to win this war.
War's over, Hawk. We tried our best, it wasn't enough. All we want now is a little peace.
Hawk, there's writing on the back.
Dear Matt, we made it. Vi. It's her handwriting, Captain.
Cipher, you just bought a railroad.
Database Journal 4710-115. Captain recording. We're on our way to a meeting with a representative from Eden 2. Still hard to believe it exists, and even harder to figure out how the contact can survive in the place we're going. Darktown. Intensive proton bombing during the Metal Wars left the environment changed, unlivable. Burn holes, acid fog, and God knows what else. Even with our power suits, it's going to be tough. Our only hope is to pick up the Eden contact signal beacon as fast as possible and get out before the environment affects us, or Dread's troopers spot us.
Hang on. We're coming in.
All right, people, keep it tight. If we get separated, we'll meet back at the jump ship in 1 hour. Our suits won't protect us from this acid fog any longer than that.
Affirmative, Captain.
All right, pilot, cover me.
Pilot, while you're at it, cover me too.
Nice place.
Yeah, for what, a monster movie?
Scout. What do you got, Captain? Dread information station.
Should we steer clear?
Wish we could, but there's no time. Tap into it and find the safest route to the contact area. Careful, the hollow field will be unpredictable in this gunk.
I'll do what I can. Don't worry about me. Just be ready.
Entries, report. All clear.
No problem.
Scout, look out!
What's your hurry?
Almost got it, Captain.
Get them out of sight, fast. You think they had time to alert the others?
I don't hear any sirens.
Got it. South by southwest. No units there. We'll hit our rendezvous point in about 3 clicks.
All right, let's move.
You have the information I require?
Yes, my lord. We have correlated reports of Power's appearances for 1 day. 47-9 Mark III. These appearances took place over a period of only 3 hours.
Your data is accurate. Interesting. And physically impossible unless... No. Stuart Power didn't have the technology for teleportation.
There's nothing of interest, my lord. We've lost contact with 2 of our troopers in Darktown. Probably gone rogue like the others.
Do not be so quick to assume what is of interest to me. And proceed with your analysis.
That's the contact area. Right through that laser gate. Restricted zone. Pilot, take it out.
Thought you said Dread had no units here.
Probably a rogue. The acid fog's tough on the circuits, fouls their programming. Very dangerous.
Terrific. This reminds me of an old song. Smoke gets in your eyes.
Do us a favor. Don't sing it.
Pilot?
Eden signal's coming in now, Captain. Straight ahead 2 clicks.
least now I understand why our contact picked this area. You have to be crazy to come here.
Which would explain why they picked us.
Let's just find our Eden 2 contact and get out of here. And fast. Picking up readings, Captain. All around us. There's hundreds of those things in here. And I think we just woke them up.
Funny way to find a place called Eden.
All right, keep close. Let's move.
My lord, we have received further word from Darktown. Probes indicate intruders in the quarantine sections. It could be Powers' team.
Could be?
We cannot be certain if...
Then be certain! Uncertainty is not of the machine. Logic dictates it must be power. Few others could withstand the acid fog. Have you acted?
My lord...
Yes, I am that. And you would do well not to forget it. Go, bring power to me.
Proceed at maximum speed to Sector 19, cross-reference Beta. Take the most direct route. No diversions or delays this time, Blastar.
Of course, my lord. All systems...
Acid's eating away everything. Either we find this place in the next 15 minutes or...
Captain, readings are getting stronger here.
Pilot!
Hey!
You all right?
Yeah. There's one thing I hate. It's a grabby robot. Signal leads here, Captain.
What is this? A wild ghost chase?
Don't you mean goose?
Welcome, Captain. I'm John. I have heard much of you and your friends. It's an honor to meet you at last.
Well, thanks. To be honest, I was beginning to think you weren't real at all.
I'm real, Captain. As is Eden, too. Feel free to remove your armor if you like. I have taken steps to protect this small area from the acid fog.
Thanks. But I think we'll keep the armor. No offense.
None taken. When you come to Eden 2, perhaps we'll fit you with one of these. Completely impervious to acid, heat, cold, even small arms.
It's a new process they developed.
Yeah, it made all the papers. Still, if it is true, it's the first non-dread technology we've seen since the Metal Wars.
Your troops are assembled. Initiate search mode. Sweep by sectors. I will take one squadron. My lord, logic systems reacting strangely.
I hadn't expected this. Sauron tolerated the acid fog without trouble, but apparently your biomechanisms are more sensitive. Thanks to Power's interference during your birthing, it might be better to withdraw.
Negative. If Power is here, I will find him and destroy. My systems are pure, my lord.
This data crystal contains a new addition to the Underground Railroad, to Eden 2.
Eden 2. We keep hearing that name. But what is it?
Do you remember the legend of Shangri-La? A place where all that was finest and noblest in the human spirit was kept safe through times of darkness? That, my friends, is Eden 2.
John. A woman named Vi. Do you know her?
Of course. She came to us recently. She speaks often of you, Hawk. She hopes to see you soon.
Troopers, assume stations,
It would be a lot easier for us to believe in you if you would just tell us where Eden 2 is.
We can tell no one from the outside of our location. Not even you, Captain. As much as we admire your work and your father's, he was a great help to one of our...
Take the point! Got it!
John! John! Parting gift, Captain. We shall meet again. What the? Sooner than you think.
Hawk, hit that nut! You two know what to do. Go!
For me, boys?
Blast off. I'm distracted. You two hook up with Hawk and get out of here. Go on!
As I suspected, it is the acid fog. Leave the area at once before it damages your primary biomech system. Let the troopers finish them off.
Looks like he drank too much of this acid soup.
Yeah, I hope he chokes on it.
That makes two of us. Let's get out of here now.
Something to drink, my friend.
I haven't seen a real orange in 5 years.
Cool water, warm soil, clean air.
That's real.
Forget hydroponics. This was grown in the earth. I can tell. Good, clean soil.
Eden 2 is real. It has to be.
I'm closing in on Dredd.
Watch for base stations.
Visibility down. Going to scanning systems.
Activated. Check energy levels. Check power levels.
We took a few hits, but we've still got plenty of power.
Energy systems full.
Hold on. I'm gonna blow this baby.
Tuesday, Tony's on a roll.
You actually won!
I threw more strikes than the New York City sanitation workers.
Who's the boss? Then,
Sink a shrink for charity!
it's a carnival full of fun. Growing pains right after Who's the Boss? Tuesday.
At your dealer now, a new form of driving excitement, Pontiac Le Mans. A new import designed in Germany and equipped to feel as smart as it looks. Pontiac Le Mans. Quality built in Korea, the roomy, distinctive 1988 Pontiac Le Mans delivers excitement with sticker prices starting as low as $59.95. See the Le Mans, Pontiac's new import, at any of your 9 Pontiac Excitement dealers.
Thomas's new. So, hope you still like Captain Power. Sorry it took me so long to bring another episode in. I apologize. That's on me. We'll keep bringing some more here and there. I'm not going to put big gaps in like I did last time. I like Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. So, I would say it's time to send the kids to bed, but it's not, because I'm not doing a Hitchhiker this week. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this one gets passed. We're bringing something from one of my favorite writers. Even though he tried to get, he disowned the show. But then again, it's Harlan Ellison. And Harlan Ellison, it was a crotchety old man, even when he was not an old man. He's always been crotchety. I'm not going to lie, met Harlan Ellison, one of the coolest guys I've ever met in my entire life. We sat down back in the early 90s. We were in Atlanta at a summit. He was there. He ended up sitting at our table. We had dinner with him. He told us stories about EC Comics, told us stories about Star Trek, told us, loved spinning a yarn, that man did. And legitimately one of the coolest dudes I ever met. And he's very serious about his love for being a sci-fi writer, and just, he loves science fiction, even though he doesn't call it sci-fi. He doesn't call it science fiction. He calls it speculative fiction. And if you call him if you called it sci-fi to his face, he'd be mad. But I understand, because that was his whole thing. And he had issues with Star Trek. He had issues with stuff that he did creative-wise. I think the only thing he worked on that I don't think he had a problem with was when he worked for Babylon 5 as creative consultant. So we go back to Harlan Ellison on Babylon 5, and we go back to Captain Power because we J. Michael Straczynski. So Harlan Ellison made this show. It was not what he wanted. So he kind of disowned it, tried to put a different name on it. They fought him. It's the whole ordeal. You can look that up. But it is Star Lost. It wasn't what he wanted, but you have people traveling through the stars in different biospheres, living completely separately, and you have the people traveling back and forth between all of them, going through space. This is one that I vaguely remember watching as a kid. I watched it again as an adult, but as an adult, probably 25 years ago when I found the old, I want to say VHS tapes. Although I might have watched it on Sci-Fi Channel on one of those things, but it's one of those shows I kind of put on the back burner, kind of forgot about, even though I've watched it a couple times. And I got to sit down and rewatch it again. But this is Star Lost, Episode 1, and this is just enjoy it. This is a very much of its time, but it is what it is. Enjoy.
Ship Ark, man's greatest and final achievement, out of control, drifting through deep space over 800 years into the far future. Its passengers, descendants of the last survivors of the dead planet Earth, locked in separate worlds, their destination long forgotten. Heading for destruction unless 3 young people can save the Star Lost.
We may be the first living beings here in 400 years. We should go back, Devon. Never. We should go back, Devon. Never.
This is our world. Cypress Corners. Good land. All our necessaries met with the life-supporting systems in an endless stream. Here to work. Here to nourish. And here to find our salvation. Let you not fall into idle dreams and impossible yearnings. Do you violate the laws of our world? No.
Nee, Jeremiah.
And the will of your elders?
Nee, Jeremiah.
You, Devon. I say, you, Devon. Do you harbor secret spite against your elders?
I want them to answer questions.
We sent you into the hills to cleanse your thoughts. Have you learned nothing?
You sent me into the hills to punish me for loving Rachel.
Devon, your parents have long been dead. You live as a ward of the elders. You have no station, no craft, no inheritance, no land. And your manner is noxious, hear me say it, your manner is noxious as water drawn from the waste conduits. Therefore, your genetic rating is unsuitable. Young Rachel is promised to young Garth. The voice of the Creator decrees it. Do you question that?
That and everything else.
Finish him!
Why? Why must we not ask questions? If no one knows the answer, must we stop thinking? Jacob, why does our sun move across the sky the way it does? Isaac, where does the water come from? Who put it there? Jubal, what is death? And you, old Jeremiah, why? If I wish to marry Rachel, may I not?
Blasphemy.
Why? You tell me why Rachel must marry someone that she does not love.
I'll tell you why. Because questioning is blasphemy. Do you understand the word blasphemy? And when you first came to our elders with your blasphemy, you were treated with kindness. But it seems you are still surfeited with recrimination and wickedness. Answer me. I seek again the mating of Rachel and Garth. Is there genetic relevance for consideration of Devon as mate with Rachel? Answer.
New factor coded. Devon unsuitable. Balance maintained. Answer, no mating. Gene pool orders original mating selection without variance.
Now before this congregation, and in the hearing of the Creator's words, thou hast been spurned. Will you now join with this congregation in praying for the conjunction of Rachel and Garth?
Never.
In the name of our Creator, Devon is possessed of a wickedness, an abomination, a poison. Let him be gone from our land. The marriage of Rachel and Garth will take place as ordained. This hour of worship is over.
Garth. Garth, I had to do it. It does not have to be the way the elders say.
You made me look some fool.
Do you love her?
What are you trying to do? Disgrace my family?
Garth, do you love her?
We are pledged. We're going to be married. You think you can change that?
Yes. But I need your help.
What the elders decree is the law. I care not one way or the other. But I do what I am told.
Rachel does not love you.
Just stay away from her, that's all.
Abraham.
Yeah?
How is it? You never fear the elders.
I'm too old for them to punish.
And I.
Be careful, my son. Don't bring down Jeremiah's wrath upon yourself.
Am I wrong to protest what they do to me and Rachel? Abraham.
Yes?
They call you a fool. Now I know you. I know you are not. You have never believed the elders. Therefore tell me. Is there a way?
How should I know if there's a way? What have I ever learnt in all these years except to curse my own nature, which, like yours, boy, blasphemes and brings down punishment and loneliness and suffering. Yes, that's what it brings down, punishment and loneliness and suffering. I'll tell you something else I've learned, too. Don't ask questions.
Good night, Abraham.
Good night.
Devin? I can't stay. Devin, please.
You will not marry Garth.
There's nothing you can do.
There is a way.
New factor coded. Devon unsuitable. Balance maintained. Answer, no mating. Gene pool orders original mating selection without variance.
We come to the final moments with Devon. Shaming him before the congregation did not work.
Too many questions, Jeremiah.
Hey, but where will it lead if we let him go on, Jubal? Where will it lead? Erase previous readout. Playback following message beginning with words, quote, my wishes, unquote. Readout convert to machine voice, quote. My wishes have been spurned by the undevout Devon. His presence among the faithful is a blight and a danger. He must be driven from the lands I have given you into the hills. This is on the order of the Creator.
Gene pool selection invariant. New factor coded. Devon attempting disruption optimum genetic balance. Disruption counter to program. Disruptive factor must, repeat, must be eliminated from gene pool. In name of Creator, new factor coded. Devon must be eliminated.
You. Is you. You are the voice of the Creator.
Sound the alarm.
We can marry. Rachel and I can marry. Please, Devon, go from here. Go before they do us harm. Thou art guilty of blasphemy.
Listen. There is no law that says we cannot marry. Rachel and I can marry. We can marry. There is no law that says we cannot. It's Jeremiah. It is his voice, not the Creator. Look. He puts this into the voice machine, and he reads his wishes into it. Then we hear the Creator.
Stole it from the machine of the Creator.
So go now, Devon, or thou wilt do thyself harm.
Rachel, come with me.
Devon, go. I love you.
Where will you go?
I know not.
They will stone you.
I know. What can I do?
Found 2 of these keys long ago. I never had the courage to go inside. Now I offer you that choice.
He's entering the tunnel! Stop the door!
Bottomless pit. We know that from our teachings. He who enters there abandons all hope, never to return to this earth. The Creator has passed fitting judgment on David for his wickedness. Come ye with me.
Can I be of... Can I be of... Can I be of assistance? What can I do for you?
Who are you?
I'm Mu Lambda 165, automatically programmed for general information. Can I help you? I'm Mu Lambda 165, automatically programmed for general information. Can I help you?
Are you real?
You are watching a visualization appropriate to pre-programmed word replies. Next question, please.
Where am I? What are all these places? I was pulled along a tunnel.
Description of the bounce tube. From which biosphere are you?
What is biosphere?
Environment.
Could you mean Cypress Corners?
Cypress Corners.
Yes, Cypress Corners.
Ethnic Agrarian Community, Biosphere AG3 of Earthship Ark.
Earthship Ark?
Examine tray before you containing numbered playback cylinders. Select cylinder 42. Place it in slot for brief history. This is a continuation of the history of planet Earth from cylinder 41.
What is planet Earth?
The home world. Geophysical and astronomical data may be obtained from cylinders 1 through 6. Familiarize yourself with that subject matter in a later session. Now you need only know that life for us began on a cold body in the Milky Way, approximately 8,000 miles in diameter. In the year AD 2285, a catastrophe of galactic proportions threatened all Earth life with extinction.
What catastrophe?
Select cylinder 41.
41 is not here.
Not programmed to synopsize previous cylinders. News of the catastrophe caused panic, riots. So the committee of scientists and philosophers set about selecting preservable elements of Earth life to seed other planets. In order to do this, the committee between Earth and the Moon had to build Earthship Ark, the most monumental construction ever undertaken by humans. An organic cluster of environmental domes called biospheres, linked to each other through tubular corridors for life support, power, and communications. Into the biospheres went representative segments of the Earth's population, 3 million souls in all, whole separate ecologies, sealed from each other, isolated to preserve their characteristics. Thus, Earthship Ark was launched on a long journey into deep space. Its programmed destination, to seek out and find a solar system of a Class G star.
Do you mean that everything, all this is a giant ark? Earthship Ark? And we are traveling What is deep space?
Earthship Ark traveled for... Reprogram, update. Earthship Ark traveled for 100 years before any indication of the difficulty. Then there was an accident. Then there was an accident. Then there was an accident.
Wait, stop. Hey! Stop. What happened? What accident? What was it? When did it happen?
Accident record year AD 2385. Earthship Ark locked on collision course with Class G solar star, an unidentified sun.
That is where we are going?
Repeat, Earthship Ark locked into collision course towards Class G solar star. Accident date record 2385. Present Earth year AD 2790. AD 2790.
The accident. What was it?
Repeat, Earthship Ark locked into collision course towards Class G solar star. Accident record Earth year 2385. Present Earth year AD 2790. AD 2790.
Ago. The accident. What was it?
No further data recorded. Your question automatically triggers communication with Central Information Control. Central Information Control. Central Information Control signals all inquiries short-circuited. Emergency inquiries have been transferred to the bridge. Central Information Control circuits bypassed. Reporting all communication with bridge cut off. Cut off. Inform bridge. Inform bridge.
Where is the bridge?
Inform bridge. Inform bridge.
Where's the bridge?
May I be of assistance?
Where's the bridge?
Inform bridge. Inform bridge. Inform bridge.
Is it my funeral that you celebrate?
A symbolic ritual. A burial in the faith. More than you deserve.
Your return does not surprise me. The cursed have powers not of this world. Only go. Go from this place. Stay from our sight.
Not yet. Not until I have told everyone what I have seen. Listen to me.
Seize him!
All our lives we believed that Spicer's Corners was the whole world, but it is not. Beyond our star!
Silence him!
God, can you not help him? Speak up for him.
There is nothing I can do for him.
Devon's fate rests in the hands of our Creator.
Analysis of evidence presented in prosecution of factor coded. Devon computes in the name of the Creator. Decision: final elimination of factor from the gene pool. Effective. Proceed as directed.
Let this child of sin be driven from this place of worship to the penitent's chamber. The stones of the land shall end his vileness.
Listen, this is the
Silence him! Rachel, my child. Thou, my child, shall cast the first stone.
Rachel, I have seen such things. Everything I said was true. I've seen wonders. I have seen wonders. I can't describe them.
Devon, think to me of us. There's so little time.
If I could get away, would you come with me?
Devon, they want to kill you.
Would you come?
Where could we go?
They will never find us. Trust me.
I love thee.
And I love thee. Oh, how I love thee. Now go, Rachel. Go, Rachel. They must not find you here.
No, let them kill me.
Oh, spiteful daughter, come away from here. Do not hold us up to public contempt.
Father, I love him. Let me stay.
And you may cast the first stone.
What are you doing? You really deserve a few rocks on your head. You believe me? Are you coming with me? No.
Why?
I'm where I want to be. Here with Rachel. She does not need you. I'll get you out of here. You go where you want to, and do not tell me where. Just leave Rachel and me alone. Well, go.
It is time, Garth. They are waiting.
I'm not going.
Devon is free. Garth, come quickly. Devon has escaped. He has taken Rachel.
What? Come on. There is. Here. Where? Over there? No. Here, bring your torch over here.
You're too late, Jeremiah. Why don't you give us one of your long speeches, full of curses, and have done with it? Devon and Rachel have escaped from your blighted prejudice.
Abraham, we should have stoned you years ago for misleading the young.
You silenced me, but you can't silence everybody.
You think you're beyond punishment because you're old?
I know the way that you put words into the Creator's machine. How long do you expect to keep us ignorant and full of fear? How long do you expect us to believe that death is beyond? Ever since Devon's safe return, beyond is a path to the unknown. Oh, too fearsome for us old ones, perhaps, but the young could follow it.
My poor Rachel.
Old Abraham. How does it open?
Nay, Garth. We know not where it leads.
Stop! I forbid it.
I will bring Rachel back.
Devon!
Approaching bridge. Stop for security. Traffic check. Security check. Pass between detectors, please.
You took her away against her will. You risked her life. Is that what I freed you for?
Garth, no!
Come on, Rachel, we're going back. Garth, wait. I could kill you for what you did. Come, Rachel, we're going back. I've seen enough to know it's dangerous. What is there, anyway, but all these tunnels and machinery? Voices out of nowhere.
I'm sorry, Garth. I'm staying with Gavin.
We have to find a place called the Bridge. I'm sorry. Go back if you wish. But not with Rachel. No. I will stay. I will not let Rachel out of my sight. I will take her home. Come.
Security check. Pass between detectors, please.
The accident. We may be the first living beings here in 400 years. We should go back, Devon. Never.
What is it?
I don't know. A star?
Be with us each week at this time on the giant Earthship Ark, 800 years into the far future, for the adventures of three young people, Devon, Rachel, and Garth, as they search through the strange and mysterious worlds of the space Ark biospheres for something or someone who can help them save the Star Lost.
Thomas's new American gourmet rolls are so deliciously different. No matter what goes into them.
A burger.
Turkey.
Pickles. No, not there.
Hold the pickles. Yeah, hold everything. Hey. Thomas's American gourmet rolls are so different with their unique fresh baked taste and crust, even plain. They're still overstuffed with taste. Oh. American gourmet. Original, sesame, hot dog. From the bakers of Thomas's English muffins. Overstuffed with taste.
Whoa! There he goes.
And here we sit.
And new cereals always see more action. Morning, guys.
Good morning, Honey Graham Chicks.
Whoa!
New Honey Graham Chicks brand cereal, the busiest breakfast in the house.
Chex brand cereals present Kids Fly Free on Piedmont Airlines. Send 5 proofs of purchase and 1 child under 18 can fly with you free to over 100 Piedmont destinations. Kids Fly Free. Details on specially marked boxes.
Sorry, that was the episode Voyage of Discovery. You may notice a couple of people there. You can see Captain Dave Bowman from 2001. He's come back for this show. So it had a pretty good sci-fi pedigree. So, all right. Hope you liked this week's episode. Hopefully, Monday, the captain's chair will show up. So this will no longer be my chair, this old wrought iron thing. It's hard on my butt and everything else. The captain's finally found him a new chair that he likes. And he should be here, hopefully, this drops on Friday. So hopefully it should be here Monday. Fingers crossed. So, all right, here we go. We're going to get into stuff today. We're going to do the vinyl. Look at that. Boom. Book of Boba Fett picture disc. Have not even opened it yet. This was my anniversary gift from Mrs. Captain, the wife. Tina did not know what to get me, and I went, man, I need that. And she goes, well, get it. That's your present. So I haven't had time to open it. I'm going to open it tomorrow when I'm editing and listen to it. So I'm a sucker for that stuff, and I have a great wife. And for those who don't know, Captain has been together for 24 years. Been with my wife for 30. Been married for 24. But, yeah. So I've been together with her for a long time. But this is the one we want to talk about. This is Heavy Metal Things. They ripped off a little bit of Stranger Things. But this is an album of all metal from back in the 80s, and a lot of this is bands that you have never heard of, or it runs from 81 to 87. Bands like Violator, Griffin, Witchfind, Sudden Death, Sphinx, Dark Wizard, Manila Road, Cutty Sark, Wildfire. I should say Violator. Violator's Wildfire. That's their song. Malice, Saint's Anger, not Saint Anger, because that's a really bad Metallica album. And Hellbreath. We have the ongoing joke that I still like old school Metallica. I even like the last two albums, because I'm a thrash guy from back in the day. So disappointing and sad thought is somebody out there, their favorite Metallica album is Saint Anger. And it makes me sad. So, I can't say much more. So, all right. So, that's all for this week. You can find, remember, here we go down with the schedule. Every Monday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, I bring you Group Therapy TV with the best in interviews from people in sci-fi, horror, writers, directors, horror hosts, all kinds of people. A lot of really cool interviews coming up. This week's episode will be with James Carnes, Bub the Demon, horror host, awesome guy. We talk about movies and anime and all kinds of stuff. You need to check it out. Every Friday, you're watching it right now, SciFridays, and every Saturday morning at 8 a.m., it's Saturday Morning Serials, where you can watch the best in Saturday morning cartoons from years gone by, and some stuff relatively recently, because I like cartoons and I don't care what year they are. And remember, we're still in the Monster Channel, and we're working on some other projects too, so hopefully bring that. And the return of PickwaCon, June 4th, at the Pickwa Center. It has been bought and renamed, so check that out. We got a lot of cool stuff. You can go check out Pickwa Comic Con on Facebook, and we'll be posting, starting this week, we'll be posting a lot of what's going on. We got some viewing rooms. We're going to have vendors and artists and everything there, so come check it out. So on that note, I'm going to say adieu, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. And you all take care. I'll see you all there, and Captain out.